Hey friends, thanks for joining with us on our YouTube channel. Today we're talking conflict resolution. Conflict occurs when there is opposing ideas, opposing values, opposing desires, opposing plans. You have two people, one has a desire to do one thing, another person has a desire to do another, and you have conflict. That's the simplicity of that. Now, people handle conflict in different ways. Really, at least three. Some people look at conflict and they avoid conflict like the plague. They don't want to have any conflict in their life. They want a conflict-free life. They want all their friends to be happy, everybody to be happy with them. And so they'll avoid conflict, which can keep them from really growing in their relationships. There's some negatives on that side. That's one way of dealing with conflict. Another way of dealing with conflict is some people love it. They want a good fight. They enjoy the verbal spars, the back and forth, what have you. And so that's probably not the healthiest view of conflict either. You have those two opposing views. Now, a third way of looking at conflict is to understand that conflict is going to happen. It's going to arise. We can be agreeable without agreeing on everything. And so we can leverage conflict to our benefit. And so I just want to share with you 4 benefits that we can gain from conflict. Just because we have conflict doesn't mean we'll gain from them, but there are some different things that we can gain from conflict if we leverage those properly. And the first thing we can gain out of conflict, or the benefit, is conflict can help us help the other person. A lot of conflict that arises, the surface, what's on the surface is different than what is the source. So conflict arises, a person gets upset with you. If you leverage that conflict properly, if you deal with it properly, and the best way of dealing with it, one of the most important ways of dealing with conflict is to be a good listener. We've got another video on that. We'd encourage you to check that out. But you can actually help that other person. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they get upset with you, and the reality of it is they just got really bad news about a spouse, or about a mom or a dad, or a child, or about their job. And so sometimes if we think that through, if we ask good questions and we don't get defensive, we don't try to run from it, but we don't try to fight them either, we can find out that, you know what, maybe there's an opportunity for me to help them in another area that can also resolve the conflict. So it can help us help other people. Secondly, when conflict arises, it can help us grow personally. We all have chinks in our armor. We all have issues. We all have things that we could have done better. And I had a mentor that told me a long time ago that just about any person that disagrees with you, even if they don't mean good out of that, a lot of times there is a truth in that. So a question to ask is, if a person approaches you and they're upset with you, they're upset about something you've done, you ask yourself the question, is there some truth to this? If there's truth to that, then deal with that truth. Count that as a golden nugget to be able to be a better person, to be a better dad, to be a better husband, a better person in the community. So that conflict can expose some things in your life that you really needed to deal with anyway. It just got you to that place where you had to think about it. So that's a second benefit that you can gain a lot of times from conflict. A third benefit is much like the second is, we can grow professionally, okay? So if you own your own business, or if you're in business, you're doing something, and let's just say a customer, a client gets upset with you, they're frustrated with you, and they share that negative truth, okay, you can get frustrated at them. You can say, you know what, I'll get another customer, another client. I don't really care what you say. You can get, in their face, or do whatever you do, which you shouldn't. Or you can leverage that and go, you know what, I could have explained that process better to them. I'll learn from my mistake and own up to that. There are 3 words that, if often spoken rightly at the right time and genuinely, really correct a lot in conflict, and that is, I am sorry. So if there's something they bring to you that there's truth to that, own that, recognize that. Don't try to steer away from that, but own that and learn. It will make you a better person professionally, possibly. Okay. Now, the fourth benefit that you can gain, and again, I'm sure there are others, but the fourth one that I came up with is, it can help deepen that relationship. How many times have you had a relationship, whether it's a friend, or whether it's a spouse, or parent, child, and there's conflict that's there, and you are able to work through that. And as you get to the end of that healthy way of dealing with it, you trust that person more. You were able to disagree, but yet at the same time be agreeable. And so that's another thing that conflict can give us. A lot of times we may get nervous. If I have a disagreement with this person, or if I bring this up, man, our relationship is shot. The reality of it is that relationship might have been kind of shallow in the first place, and conflict can help us dig deeper to reveal who we are and our character, to be able to be humble, to be able to share some responsibility, or to share the truth and love with them, and it can deepen that relationship. If there's anything we can do to help you with personal conflict or conflict within an organization, feel free to give us a call, 903-261-2490, or you can email us, KeithKelley2425@gmail.com. That's KeithKelley 2425@gmail.com. We hope you have a great day and leverage the conflict. It's going to occur anyway. Why waste that opportunity when you can use it to your benefit? Have a fantastic day.